With Transformers Rise of the Beasts right around the corner, we are getting a major influx of new action figures, which of course I have been getting. If you guys check my social medias down below, you can find me on Instagram, and I've been posting some photos of those. But of course, along with that, we got the brand new posters revealing the main characters and one character that a lot of people are upset about. So before I get into this, make no mistake about it, one character will not be a make it or break it for me for this film, or whatever early impressions are saying about the film that it's a mess or something. I'm going to judge it by myself. So a character redesign isn't really going to affect me a whole lot. But we'll talk about that in a second, so let's go one by one. So first up, let's, I guess, talk about the star of the franchise technically. It is Bumblebee. He looks as good as you would expect. It's Bumblebee. He's kind of the face of this whole entire thing, has been since the first Transformers, even getting his own standalone film. This is a sequel to it. He looks good. Next up, here she is in all her glory. Absolutely love her design here. Again, one of my top 5 Transformers of all time, so I'm excited. Love the design, but I know you guys want me to speed up and get through the, through this to the controversy. But before we can get there, we got to talk about Optimus Prime. He looks as good as you would want him to look, and looks like the closest he's ever looked to G1. Next up, we got Mirage. I absolutely love his design. I'm not going to lie about it. He looks so good. I really hope that 3-0 does some sort of special figure of him so I can add him to my collection, because I'm loving this look. Okay, now that we're past that, let's get to the one that people are upset about. Here is Wheeljack. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking the same thing I thought when I saw this and when I saw those clips early on. He literally looked perfect in the flashback in Bumblebee, so why did they change him? What's the point? Why? I can't tell you the reason why, but I will say I am not a fan of this design. And that's nothing against the clearly talented people that are working on this film. Don't mistake this for hatred against them or me being toxic. I just think his design particularly sticks out because everybody else looks so good. Everybody I just talked about looks so good and almost exactly how you pictured they would look. Wheeljack does not. And once again, you go back to what he looked like and the changes they made. I would understand if they evolved this design, but they didn't. They scrapped it and they gave us this. And yeah, as a fan of Wheeljack, I am disappointed, but I'm not going to judge the entire film's quality based on this design. For all we know, he could still take on his other design by the time the film is over. Or maybe we see the other design and he takes this one on. I mean, we don't know. We haven't seen the film yet, so it is what it is. Look, if out of all these bots we've seen so far, he's the one that we're complaining about, you know what? We should take this as a victory. Because how many times did we look at half of the bots in all the Michael Bay movies and go, wow, half those don't resemble anything I know. Right? Like Megatron, how long did that take to get something that sort of resembled Megatron? See what I'm saying? So let's take all the victories we can and take the losses for what they are, which isn't a big deal in this case.